Once upon a time, there was a young man named Elias. Elias was a kind person, but his heart was always restless. For many years, Elias had been in relationships that felt like stormy seas. He was used to loud arguments, long silences, and the constant fear of being left alone. To Elias, this roller coaster of high emotions felt like true passion. If there was no crying or shouting, he thought there was no love. Then, Elias met Sarah. Sarah was different. She was like a calm lake on a sunny day. She always answered his calls. She never played mind games. When they had a disagreement, she spoke softly and listened to his words. There was no slamming of doors or hidden secrets. For the first few months, Elias felt safe. But soon, a strange feeling began to grow inside him. He felt bored. He felt a nervous energy in his chest. He started to think, maybe she is too simple. Maybe we don't have a spark. Perhaps I am not meant to be with someone so quiet. He began to pull away, looking for reasons to end the relationship and return to the chaos he knew so well. One afternoon, Elias went to visit an old gardener named Mr. Thorne. Mr. Thorne was known for growing the most beautiful and steady trees in the valley. Elias sat on a wooden bench and sighed deeply. "Mr. Thorne," he said, "I think I must leave Sarah. My life feels too quiet. I miss the excitement. I feel like I am falling asleep in this peace." Mr. Thorne didn't answer right away. He handed Elias a small, heavy wooden bucket. "Elias, I need your help," the old man said. "I have 2 small plots of land behind my house. I want you to water them, but you must do it differently for each." The mentor led him to the first plot. It was a patch of dry, cracked earth. "For this one," Mr. Thorne said, "I want you to throw the entire bucket of water at the ground as hard as you can. Make a big splash dot, let the mud fly everywhere. Then, wait 3 days and do nothing. Then, do it again." Elias did as he was told. He threw the water with great force. The mud splattered his clothes, and the sound was loud. It felt powerful and energetic. But after a few minutes, the water simply ran off the hard dirt or sat in a messy puddle. The ground stayed dry underneath. Then, Mr. Thorne led him to the second plot. This earth was soft and dark. "For this one," the old man whispered, "you must take this small cup. Every hour, you will pour just 1 cup of water gently at the base of the plant. No splashing dot, no noise. Just a steady, quiet trickle." Elias followed the instructions for the rest of the day. It was very boring. He had to sit and wait. There was no big splash, no excitement, and no mess. He felt like he was wasting his time. As the sun began to set, Elias walked back to Mr. Thorne. "The first way was more exciting," Elias admitted, "but the ground is still hard and nothing is growing. The second way was very slow and dull. I felt like I was doing nothing." Mr. Thorne smiled and pointed to the 2 plots. In the first plot, the dirt was already cracking again. In the second plot, a tiny green sprout was already pushing through the moist, healthy soil. "Elias," the mentor said quietly, "your heart is like that first plot of land. You grew up thinking that love must be a flood loud, messy, and sudden. You think the splash is the growth. But a flood does not feed the roots. It only washes the soil away. It leaves the plant thirsty and tired." Elias looked at the tiny green sprout in the second plot. "Peace feels boring to a man who is used to storms," Mr. Thorne continued. "You think you are bored, but you are actually just safe. For the first time, your roots have a chance to grow deep because the water is steady. You are not missing excitement. You are simply healing from the chaos. Do not throw away a garden just because it is quiet." Elias sat in silence for a long time. He realized that he had been mistaking drama for depth. He had been addicted to the fear of the storm, and he didn't know how to live in the sunlight. Months later, Elias stayed with Sarah. He stopped looking for a fight and started looking at the beauty of a quiet evening. He learned to appreciate a phone call that always came and a hand that was always there to hold. As the years passed, their love grew into a giant, strong tree that could weather any real storm because it had been fed by the steady, boring water of peace. Elias finally understood that the best kind of love doesn't make your heart race in fear. It makes your soul rest in quiet joy. The lesson of this story is that peace can feel uncomfortable when you are used to chaos. Do not confuse a healthy, stable relationship with boredom. It is actually the foundation you need to truly bloom. If you feel this story should reach more people, please give it a like and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories like this one. Thank you for staying with us.